What's up, everybody? I know I told y'all I was gonna start putting up some videos about, advice, things about the vehicles, cars, around the house, the things that, typically, well, not typically, I would say some people don't know, some people don't want to ask. Just my personal way of trying to help people out, I guess. I know I've been slacking on that. I know the videos, I'm behind on the videos. This is the first one. So I figured I'll start now, and this has no structure to it. Angel suggested, a lot of people suggested doing like cars. Cars was the number one, things around the house is number two. So today will just be vehicles, just typical things that will probably help you keep maintenance costs down on your vehicle, car, truck, whatever you drive. I'll start from the exterior. I'm just gonna go down a list. I'm thinking of this stuff as I'm saying it as I think about it. I haven't come up with a list now, but I know I need to give y'all something because I told y'all I was gonna give y'all some material, and I try my best to always deliver. Maybe not on schedule, but always on time. That was corny. Anyway, so let's start with the exterior. I know I do half the time when y'all talking, or when I'm talking in front of the camera, not half the time, but a lot of the times I'm doing something, getting my truck washed or something, or waxed, or I'm washing it or waxing it. That's because I plan to have this truck for a long time. I had an Audi before I got my truck, and it wasn't practical anymore. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna downgrade luxury wise, but upgrade size wise. So I got rid of the Audi and I got this truck, and I plan on having it for a really long time. Yeah, I don't even see anything else that I would want over my truck. So I want to keep it looking good. So let's jump straight to it. The reason I always get it washed and stuff is because in California there's no humidity in the air and everything is really dusty. Especially in the valley where we live, everything stays dusty. Like back in Kentucky, you could wash your car, and as long as like the bugs are low, you could go 2 weeks and your car will still look like it's freshly washed and waxed and looks great. Out here, you wash it, if it's windy overnight or during that day, it's gonna look dusty. So what I do is I try to keep a coat of wax on it and I don't want to say keep the dust off as much as possible, but I try not to let my truck go like months without getting washed. What happens is when dirt and dust sets on your car, it scratches the paint. You can have a really nice looking car if it's dusty. If someone brushes against it, that small amount of friction will show up in the paint, especially if it's black. If it's a dark color, if it's black, as you know, I have a black truck, or dark green, dark blue, like navy blue or something like that. All the dark colors usually show swirls. You see a lot of people with swirls in their paint. A lot of times that's from people washing it wrong and dust sets on it for a long time, and it will ruin your paint. Not ruin your paint, but it does it does hurt the look of it a little bit. The clear coat will start to get scratched away, all of that. So that's why I do that. That's just a little real quick. Mark's always wash the truck, and y'all know the whole thing. I no longer have my man cave, so this is like the only thing that is mine that that hasn't had a hostile takeover is my truck. So I'm like, if I'm in my truck, I know where everything is. It's gonna be clean because I like it that way. But we all need our space. Anyway, second, maybe I'll just do that. Just do the exterior for now, because there's a lot of stuff. I'm not saying I'm not an expert on anything. I just know a little bit about a lot. And yeah, so back to when I said people wash their vehicles wrong. A lot of people, they don't use. I don't say you shouldn't waste water at all, like when you're washing the vehicle, but it does need to have some water and some soap on it before you put a sponge to it to start washing it. Because otherwise you're just moving that dirt and dust around, and that's where you get swirls and scratches and stuff on your paint. I know out here a lot of car washes have they have car washes in the garage, like in the garage of buildings, commercial buildings. I know a bunch of buildings that have them. You just pull up, you go shopping, you're just like, oh, I can get my car washed. Some of those car washes don't have adequate lighting, and they can only use a certain amount of water. When they don't have adequate lighting, they miss spots, and they, it could be dry spots that they're wiping over thinking they're washing, and they're just swirping around. Now, when I say you're scratching the paint, I'm not saying you're gonna ruin it right away, but over time, yeah, it does take a pretty huge effect. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I just know what's worked for me over time. So let me know what y'all think. Comment below, subscribe, like, share, and eventually this will go into my own channel. I ain't came up with a name for it yet, but right now y'all can just look at it through Angel's channel. Peace.
There you go. There you go. Yay!
So now we have